the codes of self-esteem. It's the codes of who you are.
If you wanna talk about me, you better say the shit to my face. You better say the shit to my face.
Are you ready? I busted my head open. Fun fact.
There could have been the squid people.
Scared? Don't worry. We'll be there to hold your hand and guide you through this painless transition.
What's up, everyone? Happy Thursday. It is 12 p.m. and y'all know what that means. It is the Primos, Chidos. And of course, I am your girl, Jules. And here with me today, we have Steve and Brendan. Say hi, you guys.
What's up, everyone?
So,
How'd you know what I was gonna say? Wow,
It's because we finished each other's
sentences.
sandwiches.
What were you gonna say? Sandwiches?
No, I was gonna say sentences.
Then I finished the sentences. It's because I'm known to read minds. Yeah, it's kind of my thing.
Interesting.
Like I know exactly what you're thinking of right now, Julie.
Yeah,
What am I
like how
The
I'm
crunchy rap from Taco Bell.
like how I'm like the charismatic, handsome, talented, funny one. He's like he can read minds.
So what am I?
You're like the nice one.
Yeah. You're treating me like Jonah Hill right now, bro. After what we discussed last week.
Jonah Hill's awesome though.
Yeah, but people don't treat him like he's awesome.
Well, you're like Spider-Man
Oh wait, what does that mean?
because he's awesome, but no, everybody treats him like dog shit.
Oh, like Peter Parker they cheat.
Yeah.
People. Oh, so people don't know.
Yeah,
It's only when I'm on the show I'm like Spider-Man.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So what are you gonna talk about today? What do you guys bring to the show? What do the people need to hear? What is so important that we gotta bring it on public broadcast?
Yes, Stevie, what do you got for us today?
Okay, I guess I'll go first since you guys are fucking enticing me. So today I had two things to bring up because I like science. I wanted to bring up this thing that I don't know if you guys saw because it was in the midst of like a fucking like war, but the Mail Online posted on Twitter saying that neuroscientists recorded the brain activity of an 87-year-old as he died from a heart attack while using I don't know how do you pronounce that?
Let me see.
I'm not good.
It's
I didn't go to
EEG.
school.
It's EEG.
I'm illiterate.
How do you pronounce it fully?
Electroencephalography.
Sure, let's go with that. So
Or what's the shorter version?
they're performing this. So if you don't know what that is, it's when they wire up your head so they can like read your brain activity and they look at it like at a scanner. Anyways, they were doing this to treat his seizures, and while they were in the midst of treating seizures, he had a heart attack and he died, like I mentioned before. It's the first time ever that scientists record the activity of a dying human brain. That at least according to the team. And the brain activity of the dying man suggests our lives really do flash before our eyes as we die. And the reason why it shows this is because the parts of the brain that are associated with memory are the ones that lit up when he had his heart attack and he died. So they're saying that this is the first evidence that when you die, you do have your life flash before your eyes. And I want to ask you guys, obviously, what you guys think about that, and then also if your life flashed before your eyes, what do you guys think would be your highlights? Name 5 of things right now. If you died right now, what do you think you probably like remember?
Well, I have bad memory, so
Mine
feel like-
just be blank.
You had bad memory
Just
or
lights out.
bad memories?
I have bad memory. Like if I were to
You
tell
can't
you
remember
5
stuff.
highlights, I can't remember anything right now.
It'd be involuntery. It'd be
lights out.
blank.
It's lights out for you.
Yeah, I'm out, bro.
That's kind
As
of.
soon as I'm out, bro.
You wouldn't. There's nothing in your life right now that you'd hope to remember. Like 5 things in your life you'd hope to remember before you die. Let's say like, I don't know, you're in a car crash, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
What were the
Knock
5
on wood.
things? Yeah, I mean, knock on wood. Yeah, obviously. What would you want? Or Brendan, since my sister's she has to think about it because her memory.
I don't think I can think of anything. I'd hope it'd be something that I don't remember, like right now, because then I'd be like, oh, I forgot about that. It's a shame I'm dying though. 'Cause I can't remember.
Honestly,
I thought of the same thing too.
Yeah.
I was like, especially me having a bad memory, I'd be like, wow,
I forgot
finally
about that.
remember.
yeah. So do you
Yeah.
do you consider your life flashing before your eyes a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's a good thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a highlight reel.
It's like at least it's not so like over. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's just like, oh yeah, That's fine.
Do you think when your life flashes before your eyes, it's like all good memories, or you think of like bad things?
Well, I was
too?
gonna ask you, did they say like, did the guy come to after, or he died?
It was more of like a scientific like
No, I know, but like, did he survive? Like, did they call an ambulance and he survived?
I think so. I think so. Yeah, but I didn't look into it that far to
'cause I
like
was
really
gonna say,
know.
like, did they ask the guy like, hey, what'd you see? Like, and he was like, no, I have my worst memory.
He's like, oh fuck, I have a son that I forgot that I had. Like,
Or like, yeah,
because he's 87. Fuck, like,
because
he-
or I don't know, maybe he doesn't remember. He's like, I don't remember that happening.
Yeah,
But,
like,
Now I'm
That's-
wondering if he's 80, right? But I'm
Yeah.
now wondering like if you have what is it, dementia? I wonder if
I don't
when
think
they
so.
pass.
I don't think if you have dementia, I don't think you can remember because that's literally like your brain's fried. No,
What's
so
that, what's that thing though? Because I remember one time I was reading. I don't know if this is true. Or maybe I saw it on Reddit or something or on TikTok, where you know how caterpillars turn into butterflies in the chrysalis.
Mhm.
Apparently, they don't just grow wings. Like they completely like liquefy.
Oh, yeah.
Inside.
Uh-huh.
And so everyone's like, what about their memories? Because apparently like the scientists do studies and they remember shit from when they're caterpillars.
Yeah.
So maybe it suggests the memories are not part of the body and there's something more.
It's like
So
really.
who knows I don't know.
Have you guys ever heard of the caretaker everywhere at the end of time? No. It's basically like this like 6 hour like music compilation that this guy created. So there's 6 songs. I think some of them are like fucking like 2 hours long. Some of them are like 30 minutes long.
Gotcha.
And it's supposed to describe like dementia, like how the brain
the
sees.
one the scary sound on
Yeah,
TikTok.
TikTok uses it. Yeah. It's
the like troll face one, right? Where it's
yeah,
like,
yeah. So I mean, people know about it, but I'm not sure people know of the origin, and I'm sure they don't know that it's like 6 hours long either. But it's supposed to describe like what
the
it's like to
process
go.
of like dementia.
I've heard that honestly, if you like put yourself through it, if you do nothing and listen to it for 6 hours, like lay down, close your eyes, and just listen to it, I heard that it's actually a very like powerful experience. People talk about how they like cried and
would you do mushrooms on it or too gnarly?
I feel like that shit would trip me out.
Nah, you know what? Probably.
No, you know what?
doing weed and
No, you know what? Honestly, when I think about it, it might be honestly a really nice experience because, like, yeah, you'll go through the 6 stages of like dementia, but at the end of it, you'll wake up still being your own person with your own memories, and you'll be like, "Fuck, man! Like, I had this new like appreciation for my life and like what I've seen, like what I've done."
You induce psychosis.
Yeah, or you go fucking crazy. Is that an even trade?
I don't think so, but man, I forgot what I was gonna ask you. It has to do with
the memory.
Oh, you know what? Because you know how you said it's like 6 hours. Have you seen the ones on TikTok where it's like a 6-hour video and it's like past life regression, and people swear up and down that if you listen to it, like, oh, I was a doctor in the 1800s, and
Yeah, I've heard.
I've
kind of heard about it.
Fact or cap? Do you think it's true?
I don't know, because I mean, I've heard of have you heard of? I forgot. It's not called teleporting, but it's called like a
astral projecting.
No, not astral projecting. No. But it's something on the lines of that. I don't know if you've heard about it, Julie.
No.
It's like it's okay. It's gonna sound funny, but people swear it's true. I actually have a friend who really believes it.
Yeah.
It's like if you lay down and you really think and you meditate, you can like put yourself in any world that's ever existed. So you could put yourself in like the Minecraft world or like in the like Naruto world.
Minecraft?
No, yeah, it's a real thing.
Even if the
I mean,
world
I don't
is
know if it's a
not-
real thing, but
Even if the world is not real, if it's like a
yeah,
world,
yeah, because of like the multiverse and stuff. Like I forgot what it's called. There's a term for it. It's
Really?
called like morphing or something. It's
you
but
swear.
it's a real thing. I don't
Yeah.
mean that like it. There's proof that it
It's
happens.
just something people
But
actually do.
it's something that people actually
Gotcha.
do and they really believe in. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was described to me. Well, I had heard about it like on Reddit, but I finally met somebody who really believes it. It was like, no, yeah, my friends do it, and I was like, well, if you say so, sure. I mean, everybody believes in weird stuff, right?
Julie, thoughts?
Patty is like, that's called dreaming, bro.
That's wow, Patty. That was a good joke. Wow, Patty, really good joke.
Because I was like, because you know how you were like, they put their like minds and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just feel like it's just your imagination. I'm like, your brain is strong enough for you to like trick you into thinking that you're in a certain world or something. So I don't know about stuff. I mean, what's the other one where you can control your dreams?
That's
lucid
dream, but
Yeah,
that one is
lucid
true.
dreams.
That one is
Yeah,
real.
that one is true. I think. I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
And lucid dreaming, I used to do. You guys never lucid dream when you guys were kids?
Remember I said
Oh yeah.
I don't dream.
My sister doesn't have dreams either.
You know, they say that's not true. They say that people who say they don't have dreams just don't remember them. And you say
Really?
you don't have good memory.
There you go.
I
You
mean,
just don't remember your dreams.
I need to get my brain checked, bro.
I could literally tell you what my dream last night was. It was
yeah.
yeah. Like I've always had vivid dreams.
Dude, you know, I had a
Mm.
really scary dream the other day, and
What?
it wasn't scary because like scary stuff happened. It was scary because I was like, why was I hearing that? So I don't know if you guys get dreams where like you more hear stuff than you see stuff.
Mhm.
You guys get those, right?
Yeah.
Well, I was dreaming, and right before I woke up, I started hearing. I don't mean this, by the way. This is just what I was hearing. I started hearing, "Hail Satan! Hail Satan!"
What the
and
fuck?
I remember I was like, why was I dreaming that? And it really scared me. Yeah.
Bruh, what?
Hell Satan, Hell Satan.
Bren, you need to
Have you ever
cleanse.
seen
You need to cleanse.
Yeah, I honestly do.
You need to limpia, bro.
I think my room's a little haunted.
Have you ever seen Hereditary?
I haven't.
I've seen half of it.
There's a part where they're like saying like Hell Satan, like they're not saying Satan, but they're saying like another term for his name.
That's
They're like Hell
Lucifer?
Hell. No, they're not Lucifer either. I forgot. It's like Pegasus or something. Hell
Pegasus?
Pegasus. Yeah, I forgot what his name is. Something with a P.
I don't know, but like I don't know. That freaked me out a little bit.
That's called no. Steve, wake up. Follow my voice. Am I dreaming right now?
Are you?
Are you? Wake up. Wake up.
You know, no. Before the show today, I took a nap, and it was only like
you took a nap
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
morning?
yeah, because I woke up like at 7, and then it was my nephew's birthday. And then
Shout out to the nephew.
yeah, 4 years old today.
Whenever he sees this, when he's older.
We're gonna take 4 shots for every dollar that somebody donates to us in honor of my nephew. Anyways, so I took a nap, and it was like a 45-minute nap, and it was one of those things where you said like I could hear what's around me, and I was like I don't think I'm sleeping. I'm just resting my eyes, and then boom, like I started dreaming a little bit, and I was at a park, and I was with one of my homies, Andrea, and my sister was there too, and we were smoking like a blunt. And then there happened to be, I don't know why you're not there. I don't have lucid dreams now. I can't control it. I can't. You're like
He's hurt.
In actual world canon, you'd be awake. So that's why you probably aren't there. Maybe my sister was taking a nap too. And Andrea sleeps till like 2 a.m. So, I mean till like 2 p.m. So. Anyways,
Okay.
And there's like this other table where like these other people that I didn't know, and they were smoking too. And they gave me that look of like, that's cool. Like we're all smoking. And then I was like, I wanted to be cool. So I wanted to take some really good hits. So I took like one big hit, and then I took another one. And then I started doing that Wiz Khalifa thing where he's like, he goes like that multiple times. And then boom, like out of this world, like I launch out of that dream. And then my alarm went off and it woke me up. So in the process of my dream, it's like I shot out of my dream awake into like my bed. I've always had vivid dreams like that.
Nap dreams are always the weirdest.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I thought you didn't have dreams.
Called her out.
I have dreams every once in a while, I guess.
You don't have dreams when you sleep. You have dreams when you're awake, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have.
I dream
Oh,
all the
big
time,
dreams.
bro.
I get
I
your
gotta keep
dreams.
dreaming, bro.
shoot
you know?
for the stars. Have you guys ever had like a really trippy nightmare?
Yeah.
Yeah, what
I
was
just
it?
told you.
I know, but like okay,
the only time
but one that you still remember now.
I'm never gonna remember anything, but I remember like the feeling. I think I was like, everyone was ignoring me. So this is when I was younger. So everyone was ignoring me. Like everyone kept forgetting about me in my dream or whatever you want to call it, nightmare or whatever. And everyone was like ignoring me. And then eventually I went under my covers and I just started crying. And I woke up crying. Like
Damn, those are honestly. Have you ever had a dream like that? I've had
wake
those
up
dreams
crying?
too. Yeah, you wake up crying.
I hate those.
I remember, Julia. I told you
and I was like, bro, what?
I told you a few months ago I had a dream that you died, and I woke up crying.
Patty with the Fatty says, Patty with the Fatty says, Brandon, I have something similar to that Hail Satan thing. What is it, Patty with the Fatty?
Yeah, go ahead
In the
and
meantime,
let us know in the comments.
what were you saying, Steve? Sorry to interrupt.
I had that dream. I had a dream like a few months ago that my sister died, and I woke up crying. But one famous dream that I used to have, because I used to have nightmares all the time when I was younger. But I had this recurring nightmare where like it's like this vacuum, right? This huge vacuum that's like it's like making like a noise, like in a rhythm,
Mm.
like it's like bouncing, like boom, boom,
Mhm.
boom, boom,
Mhm.
and it's like at this rhythm, and it's like this vacuum that's just like going towards me, and it's not harming me, it's not like confronting me, it's not.
Mhm.
I know there's no danger, but for some reason, it makes me feel like uncomfortable, like extremely uncomfortable.
Mhm.
And then I'd always wake up, and when I'd wake up, I'd still hear like the rhythm. So when I was a kid, I mean, you guys know me, like I get hot really easily. So I'd always have a fan on whenever I'd go to sleep. I would have something on, and the fan would start moving, like start making like buzzing noises to the rhythm of what was happening in my dream. And it happened all the time, like that. I had that dream like all the time, and it'd be so uncomfortable because I'd be wide awake, and I just whatever was going around me. If I walked and I started, I remember this was the worst. I would walk in my old house. It was really creaky, like the floor was sometimes really creaky. I remember the creaks would start going to the rhythm of what was in my dream, and it would bother me so much because I felt like there was something that was gonna come after me. Like it started speeding up, like the rhythms would speed up. And then I also had I would always had this dream of being in like water that's covered in shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's my worst dream. I still have that dream sometimes. It's like so gross. Like I don't know what it feels like. I don't know what I feel like that one means something. I just don't know what it is.
And how did that make you feel?
It made me feel like uncomfortable. Like I don't wanted to get out of the water. I swear I've always had that dream. That's another recurring dream I always have, of being like in water, and not like an ocean of water, but like a bathtub or like the house floods.
I'm gonna Google your dream because I
Haven't-
do that.
Okay,
Has-
Google what it means to be in like filthy water.
Has
Dream
anything
about-
has anything ever happened before or after when you have that specific dream?
No, that one I never understand why I have that one. What does it say?
It says dreams about being surrounded by dirty water may suggest that you are feeling overwhelmed and grappling to get out of a bad situation or trying to escape from something you know is wrong in your life.
Damn,
Mm,
that's
nice.
weird though. I've had that dream like multiple times in my life.
Well, what's wrong? What are you
Were
trying
you
to get away
stressed?
I know, what I
Were
don't
you
know.
stressed?
from? What are you so overwhelmed about? Huh? Anthony?
I don't know. I feel like I've never felt like extremely I felt overwhelmed maybe like once or twice in my life, but never enough to where I have to consistently have that dream. The one that I have too is two more is my teeth falling out, and another one is being in a like an automobile that like I can't control and is like running away.
Maybe it means like you feel like you can't control your life.
I feel like I think that one is
Mm.
probably what the car one means, but like
You know, I feel like I've heard the teeth thing is like a common dream.
Yeah,
Really?
I've had
Like,
that one too.
if your teeth falling out.
Mhm.
I'm gonna Google it.
But I feel like
But
for-
mine is from like my tooth. You know how one is kind of like lifted
Yeah.
a little bit. I've had a dream that I was like in my dream I was trying to put it back and it fell.
It says so. The loss of teeth in your dream may be a form of sense of powerlessness.
really.
Yeah, you feel
Stay
weak.
away.
You
But
have no-
you know
have-
what?
you
But
have
you know
some
what?
explaining.
Every time I've had the teeth falling out dream, I've always figured that it's because I grew up having braces, and like I cracked my front teeth. I mean, my one of my tooths is fake.
Mhm.
Like so I've always had kind of like an insecurity about it. So I've always thought like my front tooth is weaker than my other teeth, and I have like this fear that like I'm gonna bite something because I when I had braces, I would break braces all the time. Like you remember this, like so I would bite into something and they'd break. So and since they're attached to my teeth, it would always fucking hurt. And so I had this fear that one day I was gonna bite into something and my teeth were just gonna be pulled out. So I was like, I think the reason why I had that dream wasn't to do with like anything about powerless. I think it just had to do with the fact that like I had this subconscious fear of like fucking up my teeth because I had braces.
I wish people had unlimited teeth like sharks.
Oh, like we just grow them back.
Yeah, it seems like
It's-
a smart investment to make. You know?
They need to patch that. Like honestly, the developers need to patch that because like it sucks that if you lose a tooth, like you really get a fake tooth.
Like if I was like the representative for like our species, like in the evolutionary, I'd be like, give us more teeth.
Honestly, I really don't get why like humans. I mean, I guess we put all our like what energy like into our brains.
I've heard that like the teeth thing. So you know how supposedly, I don't know if this is one of those like witch doctor things that I've seen on TikTok, that wisdom teeth, like the fact that so many people need them out now is because of our diets, like because we cook food and
Mhm.
food's a lot easier to eat.
Uh-huh.
We basically have like smaller mouths.
Uh-huh.
So
Do you think one day we're gonna
So,
like
wait,
lose
so
one?
that's why we have them.
that's why
That's why we have to
they're
take them
saying
out.
they're saying like we used to have a lot more room for our teeth,
Mhm.
so that's why people need them out.
I was gonna say that you know how like in
I don't
video
know.
games you get like skill points and you can put them into like agility, strength, like like guns or whatever. I was talking about this with my friends like a few days ago. I was saying that it's so weird that like humans, like it seemed like all our evolutionary points went to like our brains, because like one of my friends brought up that dogs, the reason why dogs eat shit. I mean, I don't know, this is what he said. I didn't fact check this.
Yeah.
But he said that the reason why dogs eat shit is because they smell that there's still nutrition in the shit, and they're like, oh, I could eat this shit because it still has some nutrients in it, and like that's how I survive. And that's why dogs eat shit. And I was just thinking about like, that's crazy that humans are built to do that. Like if we eat shit, get like E. coli, die, like get sick. Like I was like, I'm surprised, since we're the apex predator, we wouldn't be more like, we can't just do everything.
I think it's more like the intelligent. We're like Batman, you know what I mean? We're like you know how animals are like Superman, they basically do anything. Our brains like put us to that level. Like we can eat whatever we want, but like
we know
how
that
to,
like yeah.
We're mostly just here to create.
I remember one of my homies was like, one of my homies was like, because we were talking about the apocalypse. Then after, like, so in the apocalypse, would you eat shit? And I'd be like, would it taste better if I warmed it up? And I'm like, that's. I feel like that'd be worse.
I don't think you can eat shit.
Humans can't eat.
I don't think like you
shit?
can't. No, I don't mean like you can't. I feel like you physically can't. Like I think it's like a brain thing. I remember I talked about this on the show once. Yeah. Well, there's a part of your brain. There's a part of your brain that's responsible for that. That's like when you see gross shit, you throw up. It's to keep it from poisoning yourself.
What about Fear Factor?
Keep it safe.
In Fear Factor, they eat shit, but they eat like thing like horse shit or something.
I think it's more like like if I put shit on your table and it's like fresh and stinky, you'd be like, oh god. But like when they eat like, am I tripping? I don't know.
I'm gonna ask you what the reason why we started talking about shit is because we saw horse shit, and my homie was like, if you take one bite of that horse shit, I'll give you 2K. Would you do it? Bro, one bite for 2K
of horse shit? Have some standards,
just one, like,
bro.
I mean, like
you
could throw up 2K instantly.
Have some standards, bro.
2K instantly you don't have
shit?
to. He literally said like you don't have to swallow it. You just have to take a bite.
I feel like that's scarring, bro.
That's literally Fear Factor.
Nah.
All right.
Pick up a 9 to 5, bro. Get it the hard way.
What about 5,000?
For real, Steve. Have some standards.
That's the age. Bro, he's lying. I know for a fact he was gonna take it until you said that. He was like, "Oh yeah, you're right. You know what? You're right."
Is that true, Fatty? What were you gonna say, Julie? Starbucks?
Actually, Julie, what did you bring for the table this week? What did you Starbucks?
We're moving on. Oh wait, TGN Latinx. Yeah, they said I agree. I couldn't even place my stool in a medical cup for the doctor. I keep gagging.
Honestly, remember I couldn't do that either, bro. One time I got super sick, and the doctor told me I forgot. I was like super sick though. Yeah, I was like extremely sick, and they asked me to do that. Oh, you remember? I told you, and I was like,
he don't want to do it.
Yeah, I never did it. I was like, nah.
He basically said, if I die, I die.
Yeah, I'd rather die. I'd rather die.
2K.
It's horse shit though. Horse shit's like, hey,
that's your own shit though. Like you know what's in it. You know it's homemade.
But horse shit looks like Play-Doh.
Nasty.
Oh my
god. Why are you talking about that?
Anyways, Julie, what are you gonna talk about?
I said I had the shower running, ready to jump in.
That's how I thought about doing too, but I was like, no, there's no way. I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up everywhere.
I forgot what. I remember I was like, bro, just do it.
Yeah, my sister was like, just do it, bro. So, you told me too.
How about this though? Okay.
Do you guys piss in a cup, right?
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, that's different. Because like boys piss everywhere.
How about this, bro? If we can get a fundraiser going and we can raise 3K for you to take a bite of horse shit, would you put your money where your mouth is?
I'm not saying I would do it. I'm just saying that's like if you're down on a hard time.
All of a sudden, well, maybe not me.
So you're saying if I get 3K,
if let's say I made like a fundraiser and our fans, our massive audience was like raise 3K for you to take a bite of horse shit, fresh from the source, you do it like a big old bite. It looks like Play-Doh.
I don't know, man.
TGN Latinx said no.
One of my homies said yeah. They were like, hell yeah. He's like, I'd throw up for sure, but like that's like too.
That's gross.
Fresh from the source.
That's like too. It was old. It was
bro,
like
that's
old.
That's how COVID started.
Digital footprint.
Digital footprint.
Bro, you probably smile and have like shit in your teeth.
Ew.
Anyways, Julie.
What? Maybe it'll be like a pretty much Chidos segment, like fucking like
me. I'm saying
like
no.
Jackass. I'll think
We
about
get
it,
views.
man.
We get views, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
get
You
views.
I'd be like, you're
right?
welcome. You're the entire
welcome.
Primo Shield kingdom is built off me eating
You
horse
should-
shit.
I guess that's poetic.
That's poetic. It would be. We'd make like T-shirts of like Primo Shields and like
we
horse
take
shit.
a
With the
pic-
shit on
No,
it.
it'd be a picture of you with your
Ew.
teeth. Like,
Ew. Okay, I wouldn't. I guarantee you, the second if I were to do it, the second I did it, I would probably
no,
throw
you
up.
gotta like.
No,
And then spit it out.
No, I would literally throw up. I would throw up the
Nasty.
minute. I would probably throw up like before.
I'm
I
telling
even
you,
think
bro. I
about
don't
it.
think you could do it. I don't. Maybe if you.
All right. Anyways, Julie, what did you bring? What did you bring?
So for today's for my segment, you know, a lot of things have been going on in the sports world, especially in the soccer world. So I don't know if you guys heard about the Liga Mexico between Querétaro and I think it's like Atlas. I think that's how you say it. So there was a big fight where basically the teams were like fighting and basically a lot. I think it was reported around like 22 people went to the hospital, like and a couple were like in critical condition. I don't know if you guys heard about that.
Yeah.
But there was another thing that also happened in the soccer world. So I don't know if you guys had heard about the Stanford like the women's soccer team captain.
Yeah.
She also passed away. I think it was like last week. And they finally revealed what she died of.
What she died?
So she committed suicide.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it was
How?
suicide. I don't think they went into like specifics on like what she specifically did. But they said that it was like a suicide. And they interviewed the family was the ones who revealed it. And they were the ones who revealed it. And they were saying that they don't, because a lot of people were saying that like she was like really happy, like they were like doing good with like soccer. She was captain. And one of the things that the parents did mention was that she had been getting like emails, I guess, because I guess like there was an incident that happened that she was defending the teammate, and I guess like whatever the last email was like the last straw, and that's probably what caused her to commit suicide. But they haven't really gone too much into detail of like what's happened. But it's been a crazy time. I'm like, these things like kind of happened around the same, well, not the same time, but I mean within like the weeks right now. But yeah, it's been wild. I tried looking more into it, but it's mostly just what the family said, that it was just like they revealed that she committed suicide, and then they were probably also thinking that she was probably like very overwhelmed with like school and sports and all that. But yeah, you know, sending
Love their way.
Yeah.
I was gonna say first talking about the riot that happened in the
So
stadium.
what's that about? I have no context to that.
So basically, I think it's the two teams that went down. Like
They're
they've always had
They've
always had rivalry.
beef.
Yeah, they've always had beef. And I guess like I think they were losing. I think that's what it was. They were losing, and then so usually in the soccer fields, they usually just have one specific section for just like like the, what is it, so it's home, and then visitors. So I think it was the
They don't let them mix.
no, they don't let them mix. I think they just put them in one section. I think that's how it usually is.
Yeah, they don't let them. They're
Yeah.
not supposed to see each other.
Jeez.
Yeah, I think usually they're just in like one section, and then everything else is like the home team, right? And it was home team was, I think, like the Querétaro. So they were the ones in blue. No, yeah, blue. And then they were attacking the ones in red, which were the Atlas.
Yeah.
And I guess they were like losing, and then just, you know, people.
So okay,
being-
so what happened is so I'm gonna tell you what I heard from somebody who's a big soccer fan, and this is gonna go into kind of conspiracy because it's not exactly proven, but there are things that are a little bit weird. There are people who were there, who are witnesses, that said that the gates that separated the fans were opened by the security that were there,
Yeah.
because what originally was the idea was that they wanted the home team to beat up the enemy team, the opposing team, because they thought it'd just be like funny, it'd be like morale, like, right, like they get into a fight. obviously got out of hand,
Yeah.
ended up
Mhm.
like hurting a lot of people. And people say that people did die. People,
Yeah,
They're
they're
people-
saying
like
there's
17 people
yeah,
died.
they
Yeah.
said that around 17 people, but
And-
they're covering them up.
yeah, that apparently the Mexican government is covering it up. That that's why you didn't really see it like trending. You haven't seen too many news stories on it.
Mm.
Because honestly, if that were to happen, I'm honestly shocked it isn't more like explored.
Mm.
Because
'Cause
that
I-
was a huge
Yeah,
incident.
because I was honestly trying to look like, because I mean, you can find everything on Twitter, like the graphic like videos, but I was trying to look on Google, like more on like like what happened within the incident, like why did it happen, and nothing comes out. Like nothing from the news comes out. The only people who have actually said it are like articles, like the LA Times. They posted about it. That's where I got most of the information from. But other than that, like it's like nowhere like on TV. It never came
Jeez.
out. Like there's nothing on it. Like
Really?
legit.
I
yeah,
didn't know that.
yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of people have been coming with the conspiracies that it was like
It's
it's
like
like
a
a
cover-up.
job. It was like an inside job kind of thing.
Yeah. I don't know if it's an inside job, but what my
It's more like it's their fault kind of.
yeah, well,
Like they
my
instigated it type
yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
did you hear what they got punished? They're not gonna.
Oh yeah, they're no longer on the what is it?
So the fans, so they're gonna play for 2 years with no fans. Yeah, no fans allowed at all in the stadium.
Yeah.
That's how
Damn.
they're punishing that team, because they said that obviously it escalated over the years and they kind of
Mhm.
ignored it, and
Yeah.
that conspiracy of like that the security opened it because they're like, yeah, like we want to see these guys get their ass
Yeah.
beat. People say that's very likely to what happened. It just obviously got out of control. And if you see the videos, there's
The videos
no
are brutal.
yeah,
dude.
there's no
Yeah.
way that people weren't killed because people are getting like their heads stomped in.
Yeah,
Bro, people are using
Hit with
chairs.
chairs.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I saw the one dude where he's like basically stripped naked and beaten.
Bro,
to
Oh, yeah.
half to death.
That's
They're
what-
like kicked. They're like kicked in the head like
Yeah.
multiple times.
that's what like to me really gets me, I guess, is like the part where they stripped them naked. It's like to me that's so dehumanizing, as in like they don't see them as like a person. Like
Yeah.
they're really like it was so barbaric. Like
Yeah.
it was so
Mhm.
brutal. Like
Yeah.
I really wonder how people
No
can,
hesitation.
Yeah.
over a game. Like
To me it made no sense to like get to that level.
Yeah,
like,
that's why I was like, I don't understand. I was like, I don't understand because I was like, it's just like they just get. There wasn't like something went down. Like there was a
Yeah.
gang there. Like,
it's just
it was
like
a
they were
game.
just mad. They were just mad about the game. They were just
Jesus.
yeah.
people-
And honestly, because honestly, like this also made me think about like this. I mean, it's not the first fight ever between fans in like
History.
in a stadium. Like people fight at the Dodger Stadium. People fight at fucking
so far.
crypto and like all that stuff when it's sports games.
Yeah.
Like people actually genuinely fight. But it was like this one got like super out of hand
Yeah.
where it was just like
It's not like hundreds of people beating people to death.
yeah.
This one was public execution live and on Twitter for people to see.
It was legit happening on TV.
I saw
like,
the picture of the kid where they made him take off the shirt. 'cause he
Oh,
had
yeah.
the-
because
He
he
had
had
the enemy
the
team.
Yeah, he had the
that's
enemy team.
crazy.
And
Yeah.
I saw the one picture that gets me. It's a guy who's like he's sitting on the floor and he's like kind of like bent over. He has his shirt off. He's like covered in blood, and there's 3 bodies next to him, like all knocked out. And but the body in front of him is this guy who is like basically stripped naked, and his head is like bleeding from the back, and his eyes are wide open, and he's just there like laying on the floor. And I'm like, you're kidding me if you really think that nobody died in this incident.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like that guy is clearly dead in that picture.
Yeah.
Like his eyes are wide open and
Yeah.
he's just like blood pouring out of his head.
Yeah.
Cause it's graphic, dude. Like it was
No,
extremely
yeah, the Twitter
graphic.
videos
Yeah.
are really graphic.
I
Hard
cause
to watch.
it's weird because even like you brought up how there's been fights in other stadiums, but it's
Mhm.
never been that brutal to
Yeah.
where I
Yeah.
saw it and it really did feel like damn, like
What's
it feels
going on?
yeah, to me it's almost suspicious. It's like damn, like people were
Because
really
it-
that mad.
Yeah.
Well, because I keep thinking of like when it happens in like other stadiums, right? Like, I'm always like security instantly, like there's a whole bunch of them. Like I've seen the ones at Dodger Stadium, and there's like a whole bunch of them. Like they all run towards wherever the incident is happening, and then you also get banned, of course. But like for this one, it was just like there was no security, and then to hear like they were the ones who opened them. Supposedly, a lot of people were also saying that the reason that they opened them was because they were trying to make them escape, but it ended up going like the opposite way, where people ended up going inside instead.
Oh.
Damn.
Because it started getting like intense. That's why they opened them so that they could just leave. But I
Oh,
guess
if
it
it
went
got- if it got
it
too
went
heavy.
like the opposite way, where it was just like they ended up just like
They let him
taking
in.
yeah, they let them in. That's the other side of it, right? But it's like now it's like this whole like conspiracy on it of like what's going on. Because yeah, some people have been like getting interviewed and saying like, oh no, like the security was part of it, like they didn't even help us or
Yeah.
like blah blah. They
Death
kept
toll's
saying-
higher than they're saying
Yeah.
it is.
So like, okay, so these teams, how does soccer work? Like who, like how does it work? I just don't know anything about soccer.
Like the actual like logistics
who are
of soccer?
who are these? No. Like, but who are these teams? Like how like big are they? Is this like college level? Is this like?
I'd say like on a national level they're big, but not on an international level.
So there's like international teams, and
Yeah.
then there's like.
this
national.
is like the Mexican league.
Yeah.
Oh.
So this is literally like national, like as if it was like the Cavs versus.
So it's like the Lakers and the Celtics type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, would you literally risk your life to fight a Celtics fan?
Because I just asked because I was like, I know that there's like in like when they do like FIFA or whatever. Is that like the Olympics or something?
FIFA
Like,
is that's international level.
how does
FIFA
that work? How does that like?
I don't know.
Is
I don't
it
watch soccer as much as
is
I
it
do.
like a completely different team, or is it like is it like the All-Star game where it's like the best of every?
I think it's like the All Star, like it's the best of every like. So when it goes to the World
Oh.
Cup, it's like Mexico team is I think the best of like like the best. Yeah, it's like the Olympics kind of. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's why it happens every 4 years, right?
Yeah, I think
The-
there were four.
The World Cup.
Yeah.
Patty with the fatty. I know you're into soccer, so
Is he actually?
he was part of. Actually, I don't know if I should give this away.
He's part of the
He was
local
part
team.
of he was part of the local team that I used to root for.
Yeah. I get
So
you.
yeah, so he knows a bit more than I do. He was in the trenches.
No, I only asked because I was like, I don't know. I didn't have any context to any of it. But damn.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
look, FIFA is the best of every country.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So I mean,
Now I know.
would you really lose your life over like?
Well, I keep always like, I'm like, well, what happened? Like they just lost. They're just mad that they lost and they
It
just
was-
went on a killing spree.
It's just a rivalry, man.
Like
It cuts that deep. I mean, I try to put yourself in, I guess, the perspective. You know what? I sent you the one. I don't think it's true, but people were tripping on Twitter where someone's like, they used like mind control technology in Mexico.
Yeah,
And you saw that one?
No.
Or
He
it's like
said
they must have tested a new mind control weapon in Mexico because these people all started randomly killing each other, and that's when people were saying that the death toll was like 30, and then it went down to 17, and then it went down to just 22 injuries. So a little suspicious. I'll read you what the conspiracy tweet said because I remember I thought it was a little outrageous, but even though I think it's not true, to me it is like damn, like people would just
Because
why were people just killing each other, man?
This is the other thing, right? They're saying that the stadium seats nearly 34,000 people, but only 600 security personnel were staff for the game. So between
Yeesh.
this game that was happening, right? There's only 600 securities,
Oh, look, this is what it said.
but they're known. So the people that were attacked, right? The people that were attacking. So they're known as what is it called? Barras Bravas, which means fierce gang. So they're known to be like that specific team. Fans are known to be aggressive and like
So it's basically like a gang.
yeah, they're known to like be like vicious.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I saw people being okay. Now I want to know what you guys think about this because I saw people being
A little
racist. Yeah,
Yeah.
saying that this just goes to show that people in Mexico are like backwards and like a developing country because they can't act civilized and like over like a
Yikes.
sports game.
Yikes.
Look, so this is what the tweet said. Some crazy mind control technology was tested in Mexico yesterday. Over 30 people were killed by their own neighbors as Mexicans ripped each other apart at a televised soccer game. What is this technology? Is it in the hands of the cartels?
Damn.
That's what somebody said. It has 495 likes, 135 retweets.
No, honestly, when I first started seeing that, I thought it was like some cartel shit. I was like, is it like that serious? But I don't know. It's just hard to wrap my mind around it. Like that they went on a killing spree. Wasn't Mexico already being like, weren't they already in some hot water because of like homophobic slurs that they chant or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of people were saying that this is like the downfall to like
People were
the-
saying
the
that like
league.
one
The
like
league.
more incidents keep happening. Mexico just might be banned from the World Cup altogether.
yeah.
Dang.
And
'cause-
that would make people lose their shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, and people are saying like that's kind of like the downfall of it.
Yeah. I
But-
mean, geez.
I mean, I remember honestly when I would watch like some soccer games, I remember some people were like super mean. Like I mean, fans in general have always been mean to like the
Yeah.
players, or like especially like when it's a rivalry team, like they're always like super aggressive. I
Yeah.
remember always seeing like soccer teams were always just very aggressive.
Mm.
Especially like like I don't know. I always felt like Spanish word like bad words were like super harsh. So but this is like the one incident where it just like it was just like crazy. It was just wild.
You know, the mind control thing, I still don't think it's real, but
Yeah.
I guess because it reminds me of, have you ever seen the what's it called, The First Man? No, not The First Man, the fucking British show where it's like
Oh,
agents.
you mean
the-
Kingsman?
The Kingsman,
Where
yeah.
he-
Have you
yeah.
ever seen it?
No.
Then the Kingsman, there's a weapon in that movie where it's like a high frequency where everybody around, if you place, it's like a bomb almost.
Mhm.
You place it like around people, and anybody who's in like, I think
The vicinity.
like the vicinity, yeah, like
Mhm.
300 feet or something,
Yeah.
who hears it and just like becomes ravenous and kills like anybody near them.
Mhm.
So in the movie, they set it off in a church, and everybody in the church is like starts ripping each other apart.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just starts killing each other, and then people are in the comments are like, "Oh my god, this is totally what happened." And I
It's
remember
a movie though.
somebody said like, you're so dumb for dismissing it so quick, and then a guy's like, "Bro, like this is Mexico, people have killed each other for less," and I was like, "Damn, yikes."
Jeez.
I mean, it's true. I don't know, man. Do you think sports, because people were just saying like, no, that's just sports, man, people just take sports really too seriously
Yeah, I think
sometimes.
people
They
take
do.
sports too serious.
They
Like I always
do.
told you, football fans are crazy.
Mhm.
And like I mean people laugh about it, but the Westbrook stuff, like people say some mean shit to him and LeBron.
I
where
mean,
they told him
fucking yeah, they were
hope
telling
his son dies in a car crash. That's pretty fucked up.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in general, I feel like fans are always
They
just
do too much,
aggressive. They, I mean, it's even like for celebrities when they start dating people, like the whoever they're dating gets like death threats and like all that
Yeah.
stuff, and people just I don't know, people take everything too seriously.
It's
and
because
like,
everything
I don't know.
becomes like a god. Like no, I'm telling you, like listen to me. It's because like when people
Okay.
like celebrities and like shows,
Mhm.
bands, like they start idealizing so much that they become almost like this god figure.
Yeah.
And for like people who are religious, like they will die for their god.
Mhm.
So like for people who are big fans of the sport, they're like, I don't make a lot of money. I don't like, I work all the fucking time. Like all I have to me, all my piece is to watch soccer, is to watch these teams. And my home team, to me, they're special.
Yeah.
To me, they're what makes life worth living. And
Mhm.
like for somebody to come, my rivalry, those people who have always wanted to take away from our success,
Mhm.
like I will fucking die to fight for them. I just think about it that way, because I mean, I
Yeah.
think about Cut for Beaver, right? Do you guys remember that when people were cutting themselves because apparently there was like Justin Bieber said to do it, but obviously he never said that to do
Yeah.
it, but people did do it.
You mean ball for Beaver?
There's also Cut for Beaver. People cut like their
I never heard of that.
I thought you were saying cut like haircut.
no, like cut your wrists, like cut your
Really?
wrists. Yeah, it was when we were younger. It was when we were really young.
Wow.
It was like this conspiracy that went around, and people did it. Yeah, I remember people actually did it that I knew of. Not like personally, but like on the internet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it just goes to show you, like people will do anything for something that they idealize too much.
Yeah.
I mean, so if sports is your god, then fuck, dude, you're willing to die. You're willing to throw putazos, fucking
That's crazy.
fuck
Bruh.
someone up until they're
I also
not
think of
here
like
anymore.
I also think a lot of people also take it seriously because of the fact that a lot of people bet on these games.
That's true.
That's true.
So-
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. I was thinking about, bro, like these people who be betting on these games, because I just think about gambling and I'm like, bro, like that's a whole other crazy like addiction. But I don't know. Sports have always been crazy to me. And I mean, I've always liked. There's some part of it where I've liked it, right? Because we kind of grew up seeing like all these sports, like with baseball and basketball, and soccer and all that, and it's like it's good, to like root for your team, and like these games are fun, like they're cool
Yeah.
to watch and see. But it's just like to get to the point where it's like it gets aggressive and like you basically like kill someone. It's like, bruh, like what? Like to that
Yeah.
extent, it's like, bruh, no.
It's like I don't know. I
But I'm telling you, you say the same thing about religion, man. Be like, religion's chill. Like, I pray every day. I do this. But some people will kill you over their religion.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
Gotcha,
like,
yeah.
is it really that serious?
Yeah.
Like fuck, man. Like, love and peace. But I mean, for a soccer game, I guess for soccer and for like,
I guess because it's like it's a soccer game, like
Football.
it's just a game. And then-
Yeah.
yeah.
And then religion seems like it's religion. It's been around for thousands
Like
of years.
religion, it's
Yeah.
like it's the purpose of life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
and I get what you're saying, but like, you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
weird to like put
Yeah.
yourself in that point.
Well, we'll see what happens, bro.
Hope whatever's
I mean,
going
right now
on
they're-
down there, they address it or clean up their act. Because my God,
Yeah. I
Brother,
guess we'll see.
2 years no fans. Whew.
Dude,
You think
that's
they're gonna
big,
listen?
yeah.
You think they're gonna listen?
I
Or like-
mean,
or like
FIFA.
I wonder. I wonder. I'm curious of like how the players felt though. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I
Were they
haven't,
like,
I haven't looked at. I
fuck?
haven't looked
Yeah,
into
like-
it because they were still on the field. I think when
Yeah.
like all
When it was
like when
happening?
it broke out. Yeah, because it legit. Yeah, it was happening like live.
Yeah, I'm
you could
surprised-
see
I'm
everyone
surprised
running
nobody
around.
went after the soccer players. Because imagine.
Bro.
I know. I think it's because like I don't know. Actually,
more-
that's true.
Yeah.
I'm surprised nobody did go. They're like, I want to kill this guy. Like,
Like,
I mean, now if I was a soccer player on one of those teams, I'd be scared right now
Yeah.
yeah.
because I'm sure there's someone who has vengeance,
Yeah.
who like wants to like avenge like either a
Yeah.
fallen comrade or the fight, and they're like, nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna make the biggest impact out of every one of these guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill one of the soccer players.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Wild,
Got you.
bro.
Yeah.
I'd be like, fuck. If I was one of them, I'd be like, can we take a break? I don't. Maybe I would be like, you know what? Fans are gone. Okay.
Yeah.
I
agree. I agree.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't
they'd be
imagine what they're gonna
aggressive.
do.
Well, because you know the other one that I always think about is when people were so mean to what's his name from Dodgers Jansen, right?
Yeah,
Is it
Jansen. Yeah, the weekend.
when he runs to go pitch and people like are like, you better not fuck this up, like they
Mhm.
yell that to him
Mhm.
before he goes onto the field.
Last year, there was honestly so many Dodger fights. Like, I think I went to Dodger game 3 times, and there was a fight all 3 times. Like, and it's crazy because Dodger fans are mainly Mexican.
Yeah.
And like, it makes people more associate that with like racist shit.
Yeah.
They say like, oh, it's because they're
They're
beans. They didn't get enough beans today or some shit. I
Bruh.
don't know. I don't know what racist people say.
Yeah.
Is that racist?
I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's what they say, but
I assume it's because I can't be racist to my own kind, so I can't even
We don't know-
imagine.
we don't know
I can't
how to
even
be
imagine
racist.
how to say it. Yeah.
We can't be racist.
Okay.
Brother, what did you bring this week to talk about?
Well, let's see what's been going on. There's
lot.
there's contention in the paleontology community.
What does that mean?
Apparently,
Is it the wings thing?
No.
Oh,
what are you thinking about? What is it?
I saw a thing that what's it like a paleontologist, and he said like this isn't like there's no research on it. This is just a personal opinion that I've had. He says that he thinks the T-Rex arms are were put like backwards.
and
Yeah.
like ostrich.
Yeah, that they
ones,
have
but
like
they have
the-
wings.
Yeah, the T-Rexes had like giant like wings, but they didn't not to
They obviously
fly.
didn't fly. They
Yeah,
just-
but just like
They
how an
could,
ostrich has
if
big
they
wings.
flew, that'd be hilarious. No, it's that apparently I think someone suggested that like that there might be the what we think of as T-Rex might be like 3 different species. Like,
Oh,
it's
I heard
not-
that too. Yeah.
I tried to read the article, but it's behind like a paywall. So,
So you're like, fuck
Yeah,
that.
so I'm waiting for like the
Not with these gas
I'm waiting-
prices.
yeah, I'm
Not
waiting
with
for
these
the-
guys.
Bro, gas?
Dude.
Gas is really
I'm-
expensive.
I know
I'm gonna
someone-
try to buy a bike now. Now that we have bike lanes.
Are they
Are you
bike
actually?
lanes?
Are you actually?
I've always wanted to. I missed my bike and I left it in Mexico.
Do you remember I used to bike before I had a car? Like in high school, I would bike around Cyprus. I remember I would meet up sometimes with the homies at like the park, and I'd come in my fucking bike, and they'd always roast me though. They'd be like, "You came in a fucking bike, lol." I'd be like, "I was ahead of the game. I was ahead of the game."
You gotta get a horse.
Yeah. Patty with the fatty said, "Damn, we are the problem." You think so? You think, bro? You think my genetics, my DNA is aggressive? Like I'm willing to just beat someone to death.
Bruh.
Maybe it's like a.
Aztec thing.
That's a
no,
plastic
no.
thing.
Maybe
Bruh.
maybe it's
But we
like
were beating
a-
up our own kind.
I don't know. I don't know what. I've never been to Mexico, so like, is it like?
Hey,
sport-
really? You never been to Mexico?
Mm-mm,
Ever?
mm-mm.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
why?
I've never
Why
been
is
to
this? I've known you for like almost like.
I've
never know that.
I've told you like I tell everybody I've never been to Mexico.
I feel like it's almost like my brain can't process it.
I
So
don't.
it just ignores it.
My sister's been to Mexico.
How come
I
you
don't know.
haven't though?
You should come to where we're from. It's
I
pretty.
think
It's. I feel like you'd like it
It's pretty
because it's
chill.
low key. It's like it's not the city at all. It's like the
You
ranch.
you disconnect, bro.
Yeah. Good. And your view is like a giant volcano covered in snow.
Yeah.
and like
And at
just
night?
fields and just fields for night.
And
I don't
at
know,
night, it's covered in stars.
I guess I hear too much stuff about Mexico where I'm like,
You're scared?
I'm not scared. I'm just more like, why would I put myself
Well,
in that situation?
If it makes you feel safe,
Or like, because I remember I used to be like, oh, I go to Mexico. I hear like if you keep to yourself, like nobody bothers you.
yeah.
And you were like, yeah, bro, my parents were just chilling, and then like the cartel pulled up.
But
on
that's
them.
different. That's because they were in a part of Mexico where it was like run by the cartels. They were passing through.
But I hear everything tourist is run by the cartels. Like that's where they make their money.
That's what I'm saying. No,
That's why it's safe, because the cartels run it, and they don't.
Sometimes,
they
yeah.
choose not to. They choose not to go killing.
That's true about some
They
parts, yeah.
choose.
But I was gonna say, like, if it makes you feel safer, the part where we're from, where we would take you, all the gangs and were run out by the military like a few years ago. So now it's like it's like a paradise, because
Yeah.
all the gangs were like run out by the military. Like the military showed up like in tanks and shit. They're like, get the fuck out of here.
It's a paradise.
they said it's boring
It's in
now.
a way.
Yeah, they literally said it's boring now.
It's
like
boring.
everybody plays with kites now.
There's no risk.
Everybody-
There's no risk.
Yeah, there's no risk. that everybody has like kites now. That's what they do in their free time instead of like drugs and
Oh
stuff.
yeah, they do.
Right?
They
It turned into a
Bruh.
kite town.
Bro, it's legit
It's a
paradise.
paradise.
They just like kites around.
Yeah.
now.
It's paradise.
They said the most crime they see is that sometimes somebody's kite goes down, and if there's this rule that if the kite goes down like in your property, it's yours.
Wow.
So a lot of times people steal each other's kites.
Yeah, I've never been to either of my home countries, bro. I haven't been to China either. But I feel like that one's also like.
Okay,
You
that
know-
one's it.
you know-
It's
I've
because
met-
it's not America.
You know,
huh?
I've met a few people. I've met a few people who are banned from China
banned from China?
because they flipped off Mao. Like there's a picture
Really?
of like Mao, and they're
Damn.
banned.
Damn.
I feel like that's a little cool. No?
To get banned for flipping
Like,
off to someone?
no, just to be banned from a country. Like fuck this guy, he can't come in here anymore.
It's like the Primos Chidos World
That's how-
Tour. Like we're gonna do it in
Well,
China. And be like,
honestly though, like me just mentioning that would probably get us banned.
really?
I'm right. Am I
It's
tripping?
so strict? It's that strict?
Isn't it really strict over there?
That's how easy they are, bro, to get at.
I've never heard of China being that strict. I mean, they have like strict policies, but like that strict to the fact just saying that like would get us banned. I don't think so.
No,
I mean-
because isn't Winnie the Pooh's banned over there? No.
Yeah. But I still, but that's different though. That's different.
I don't
Why
know.
is Winnie the Pooh banned?
Because people say the like president looks like him, and he
Oh.
banned it because he was like, no, I don't.
Yeah, he was like, no, the fuck, I don't.
Yeah.
He was like, he banned he banned roasting from the country.
Yeah.
You can't roast him.
Just like Kim Jong Un
The banned dick riding.
Yeah.
Bro, I love that. I always mention it, but my favorite
Do
thing
you
that
love
somebody
a dictator?
No.
just
I love what people say in the comments because it was top 10 funniest comment I've ever read. It's like damn, Kim Jong Un banned dick riding. I low key fuck with it.
No, I've never been to Mexico though.
I'm telling you,
I
like
should go. I'm
it'd
tripping.
be chill. Yeah,
I should
We
go?
should go. We
Yeah.
should go. We should go for Day of the Dead.
Yeah, you should come to our town. Our town's chill
Where it's
because I feel like you'd like it.
where it's a paradise.
Yeah,
Where
where
it's
it's
a
a paradise.
paradise.
Now it's a paradise.
I feel like everybody says that though, and then I'm like, if it's all a paradise.
I mean, where Drizzy's from, that shit looks cool. Where
Mm.
she's from, because that's also like a small town. It's because some
Mm.
people are from like the cities, and like
Got you.
that's where like I feel like you
That's
wouldn't
where
like
a lot
it.
of things
Gotcha.
happen.
Yeah, because that's where like you feel unsafe.
That's
But-
where the students disappear.
But we're from small towns, so everybody knows each other. So everybody would be like,
Because
oh.
I know somebody who what's the one that's right across from Texas? The really dangerous one? The big city? What's it called?
right across from Texas.
right across from Texas. The
I-
one that's like
I-
really bad.
I'm trying to think.
Juarez? No, it's not Juarez.
I'm trying to think.
Is it Juarez?
I feel
I
like
think it is what it is.
The one that's like the one where they filmed Sicario.
probably.
What is?
Look, Patty with a Fatty said no. Yeah,
Yeah,
Patty with a Fatty
Juarez,
said
yeah.
Juarez. Yeah, Patty with a Fatty said they're luring you, Brandon. They're gonna kill you.
Yeah.
That's kind of. I feel like that's racially motivated.
Well, Patty with the Fatty's from Mexico.
That's racially motivated. Doesn't. Oh, it can't be racist. You're right. You're
Yeah.
right.
Again.
You're right.
So he's just sharing his opinion on
Yeah,
his
he's
people.
sharing his opinion. Yeah, on his own people.
Well, I've been there. I've been there in my mother's womb,
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
but I haven't like
Interesting.
as a grown man set foot in Mexico.
Well, you should go. You never know. You could find a melanin queen. That's what my mom always tells me, and I'm
to
like,
go
bro,
there, to go there and get a
to bring a girl from the like Mexico.
My
to,
mom says the
to-
same thing to
to
me.
the United States. It's because that's what they.
Not a queen.
Well,
but a
that's not
king.
what they did, but like
Yeah.
they obviously immigrated from over there. So like, my mom is like, why not? Like, we did it. Like, we turned out okay.
I remember in the story where I'm in my mom's. I think I told you the story. It's because my dad used to visit there a lot, and I
Mhm.
think he took my mom. I think if I'm not mistaken, he took my mom to like where he's from
Mhm.
or where his dad's from, and like they're like part of like a tour thing. And my dad went to like the bathroom, like a public bathroom, and there was like a guy in front, and he was like, "You can't go in. Like, you gotta pay me if you want to go in." Like, cause he's like, "I see, I got the key. Like, I'm in charge." And my dad was like, "Fuck you. I'm not paying shit." And he went in there, and then here's and like, cause like they closed the gate. The dude closed the gate on him, and my dad was like, "Hey, like, let me out of here. Like, let me out." Like, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. Like, let me out." And he's like, "No, like, you didn't pay me." And then all the commotion was going on, and so like a Mexican Marine was just strolling down the street, right? And he was like, hey, what's going on? And my dad was like, this fucking asshole, like, he locked me in here, like, he says I gotta pay him. And he's like, what? Is that true? You telling me you gotta pay him? And the guy, like my dad said, before the dude could even like speak, the Mexican Marine took like the butt of his rifle and bam, hit him in the side of the head, and he was like bleeding, and they're like beating the shit out of him.
You said your dad was like,
my dad was like, yeesh. He was that like a bunch of Marines were like beating him up and like, stop fucking with tourists. Like, yeah.
And you said your dad actually felt bad by then, no? Because they beat him up so bad.
Yeah, he was like, well, I mean, you could have just like punched him once. Just let me out.
They fucking jumped his ass.
And they fucking like they wailed on the poor guy.
It's because I get you. Because stories like that make you think like, fuck, like,
is it really?
Mexico's not that.
Over there?
Yeah, Mexico's no place to fuck around.
Yeah.
It's just like what? Oh look, bro, we have a fan from like Ukraine or something.
He has like an AI generated.
Yeah, you think that's him?
No, I don't think that's him.
Why do like bots come in here like at the end of the podcast every time?
I don't know. Maybe they're just really attracted to our format.
I think it's probably something we said.
Word.life. Oh, what did we say? Oh, I said no. Wait, no. I said that after.
What'd you say?
I was gonna say Ukraine, but I said that after.
I don't know. What did you say? Maybe because you mentioned like
Mexico.
But like I don't know.
Because you mentioned beating. I don't know.
I mentioned violence and
violence, and they're like, whoa, choose life.
Yeah.
Verb probably means choose.
Verb, choose life. Bruh. Choose life.
I don't know. I mean, so which one would you go to first? China or Mexico? Mexico is like right there.
I feel like
we should go to Tijuana, bro.
I feel like I'd go to China because I feel like it's not right there. So I wouldn't like, when am I ever going to get the chance again? You know what I mean? But I'm also like,
what'd you say bro for?
Because I've heard Tijuana's also scary.
Nah. Honestly, Tijuana is like, it's pretty common to get like scammed.
What's the worst place to go there? Like, where do you never go?
In Mexico?
Yeah. Where you never
don't go to like the
where it's predominantly, those people.
What?
Well, because there's places in Mexico where there's like definitely you shouldn't go there. Like, just trust you shouldn't go there. There's also the way my dad does it, the way my dad describes it to me is there's also types of cars you shouldn't drive if you're gonna drive through there. Trucks, SUVs, anything that's like 2010 and above, probably don't drive that there. Don't have your California license plate on there. Because like that's like luxury. They like that type of stuff.
See this kind of stuff. I'm like,
you should take a plane. You should take a plane there.
Well, also, I've always thought this, like, right, when traveling, I'm like, you also have to consider like you're going to a whole ass country. Like, there's certain rules, right?
There's rules of the road. I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it's like imagine you're black from Canada and you're gonna come here to United States in the Deep South. You probably should go to LA instead, and like maybe LA is like a little bit like,
or like New York,
or like the in California, like where it's like not the big city.
Have you seen those TikToks where it's like, oh, if you're going to Mexico, make sure to visit these spots, and it's obviously like they're putting like danger spots. Like, be sure to visit Juarez, and like if you see a guy dressed like this, ask him for a tour or whatever. You know what I mean? Or like always drive. Why can't you have a license plate?
Because when you show that you're not from there, people take it as you're easier to be fooled. Like so. Most of the time, and then sometimes for some reason cops like they don't like that you're not from there, so sometimes you get pulled over more.
What?
It's happened to us, huh? Yeah. While we were there. No, that's why my dad once we like before like in between the border, but like when you're inside the border, my dad would change the license plates literally inside there. So that way, once we cross the border, it already says
Is that
it's from
allowed?
Mexico.
Is that allowed?
Don't they? I heard that like if you're driving across the border, sometimes they try to like sneak stuff in your car.
I feel like that's not as likely. That's
Not as likely?
No, not as
Mm.
likely. No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I know. When you get pulled over from like the cops, some of them want them to give you like they want you to give them money so that like they won't give you like a ticket or something.
There's just a
Yeah.
lot of corruption.
Yeah.
That's why I'm telling you. But that's why it'd be better to go to like a place like where Jersey's
we
from
go.
or where we're from, because like there's like it's just like small towns. And there's no like big cities or anything.
Yeah.
There's no corruption. Everybody there, if you meet a cop there, they're fucking like the son of like an old
It's-
like
it's the-
80-year-old
it's-
woman.
It's
It's
the
the-
town sheriff.
it's-
Yeah.
It's the town that's like legit unbothered, bro. Like
It's a paradise.
we're
It's a
we're our
paradise.
own people.
You know
We're
what's
like,
happened
we're chilling
since
here.
then?
It's even its name in Spanish. I think is even like lonely. No, La Soledad.
Yeah,
I've seen.
It's
Oh, let's see. Patty with Patty says, "Yeah, my parents would do the same thing to switch the license."
yeah. You see,
yeah.
just you
Well,
should
also
go.
'cause
You should
there's-
go with
also
like
'cause
dark skinned Mexicans.
It's because there's a lot of like.
Yeah. Well, there's another thing. I
remember-
kind of stick out like a sore thumb.
I remember
Just shave your head.
like when you drive, I think there's like certain regulations with like what the certain number that you have on your driver's license. There's certain places where you can't drive. It's like this rules with like driver's license. It's
Yeah.
legit just rules. Like those are just the
No,
rules.
yeah, it's nothing
They're-
to do with
not-
cartels.
Yeah,
it's
it's
just,
nothing to
it's
do
like
with
government
like,
stuff.
yeah, it's just like there's certain zones that you can't really like drive through.
Cancun is a safe place. Well,
It's
yeah,
true.
Cancun. Well, yeah.
But isn't Cancun?
I've also heard it's really corrupt there too.
No, but I think Cancun,
Cancun is
is
run by
owned by,
the cartels, yeah.
That's why it's safe. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're like, all right, we won't.
that's why I never want to go there, bro.
Cancun is like
Scared.
people. Well, I mean, Cancun is where like it. I heard it is safe. It's just that yeah, it's run by the cartels.
It's
So
safe
that's why
because
it's safe.
they-
Yeah.
I'm
So,
scared
like,
everywhere, bro. I'm
I've
scared
seen
even
it-
here,
I've,
bro.
I've seen that video where it's like
I could get sex trafficking here.
I remember Patty with the Fatty
You
was,
can
telling,
too.
was telling me something about that, where like apparently like a bunch of women go missing and there's like no explanation for it. I
That's
forgot.
what it is,
Don't quote me
yeah.
on it. But I've seen that video where like the Mexican military is like fighting the cartel and they bring in like the Black 9 choppers and it's like.
honestly, some of those videos are crazy.
I remember all the comments were like they could get the cartels out in a second if they wanted to. Do you agree?
The government.
Yeah.
The government doesn't want to though, because it has some of its own people like in there.
Yeah.
Like
Yikes.
No.
It's like Batman.
yeah, it is like the Batman. It literally is
Ah.
like the movie, the Batman, the new one. It's
Like,
literally
they
like
have it in
that.
there.
So they
There's
need,
like conspiracies.
so you're telling me Mexico's angry? It's
It needs-
scared.
it needs-
It
bro,
doesn't. It doesn't need.
Maybe
vengeance,
that's what
bro.
it's happening, bro.
I feel like LA needs a Batman before Mexico needs a Batman.
Mm.
Well, because we're a city.
Yeah, but like Mexico, I feel like there's a lot of no. There's a little bit more gnarly stuff going down in Mexico.
There is.
Bro, people were like murdered at a fucking stadium.
Bro, have you not seen those lively
Exaggeration.
videos? Exaggeration.
What?
I'm gonna go on the side of. I'm gonna be on the side of the government. Only some people got injured. It happens.
Yikes. No, I don't know. I guess I'll go. I'll go to Mexico. I'll give it a chance.
Yeah.
You should come with us, bro.
Yeah, you should.
You should come,
And try-
especially like for
and try your world famous mole.
Yo,
Hell
yeah, bro. You're good, especially for Day of the Dead, since like our grandma passing. She's gonna have her new altar
Uh-huh.
since it's her first like one celebration, and it's usually bigger.
Mhm.
It's the
I-
biggest one.
I feel like you'll really fuck with it
Mm.
because like
It's
it
gonna be-
honestly
it'll be
is,
nice.
it's by itself. Like
Yeah.
it's such a small town,
Yeah.
and like it's like at least like a 20-minute drive from like the main road.
Mm.
Yeah, so like if the main road you go into like this dirt road, but I think recently, at least the last time when I went, they had started making it like pavement, so it's easier to drive.
See,
Patty-
look, Patty Wafai said Mexico needs a Punisher, and then he said LA can use a Spider-Man.
Honestly, I can see why Mexico would need the Punisher.
Damn,
Well, I mean,
I get you. You need somebody who's like
who's down to be dirty, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Who's down to get dirty.
I've never seen Punisher.
I did it,
so I don't
'cause I like
don't,
it.
I don't get that reference.
The Punisher is like Batman, but he kills.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he likes killing too.
Yeah, he
if
like-
anything,
He likes killing bad people.
yeah.
Okay.
And he is also not really forgiving.
Yeah.
You know those memes where it's like Batman sees you smoking weed and he like beats you up. The Punisher will literally kill you for doing that if he sees you smoking weed.
If you're a bad person, the Punisher doesn't believe in second chances.
Yeah, he literally says like he's like I did it because I like it. I love it.
I don't know. I feel like Mexico needs like a whole team, dude. Needs like Daredevil, Punisher, Wolverine.
They need the X-Men to
They
come
need
in
the
there.
X-Men to come in there.
The Avengers
You
to
need
come
the
in there.
Avengers, bro.
Dude, the cartel's scary. They scare me.
I always think about that video where it's like a fucking like a mile of all their like tanks, like almost military equipment,
Yeah.
just all set up. They have like they're covered in body armor. They have
Yeah.
all the rifles, and I'm like, bro, that's crazy. That's just the cartel, and they have military grade like weapons.
They can afford it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, they can afford it and they can steal it too. So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Anyways,
Hope you guys had fun.
Yeah.
Interesting episode.
yeah, I feel like I really like talking about all this stuff, even if it's a
Yeah.
little gloomy.
I'm scared though.
It's a little
I'm scared
gloomy, a
now.
little sloppy, but you know,
That's how we like it.
I guess, yeah.
It's a little nasty.
A little nasty, a little sloppy, a little.
No, okay, that's it.
Bruh.
This is like the
This
the
isn't-
Batman movie,
This isn't.
like with Catwoman.
Primo Shields are angry.
We need vengeance.
So
All right,
we need
well-
hope. That's what we need. We need hope.
Oh yeah. Well, we're not there yet. We're at the
We're not
beginning.
there yet.
We're at the beginning.
All right, y'all. Well, catch us next time. Thursdays at 12. Follow us on IG. Primos Chidos Podcast. We'll see y'all next time. Happy Thursday and have a great weekend. Bye.
Special content. Special content.
Okay, so this week for the YouTubers.
Okay, I got you. I was thinking about this. Would you rather have
No.
the second one.
No,
Go ahead.
you don't blink, like you never close your eyes. Your eyes don't hurt, but you just never close your eyes. Or you always have like a big grin on your face no matter what. Like
How, what
always,
is it?
like,
How grin?
You're like always like you know what I mean? So like either
Do
you're
your
like
grin. Do your grin. All right. So you're like that the whole time.
yeah, so like
So
yeah,
even in sad moments?
yeah, like you're at a funeral and Steve's like that. Or like you're like, oh my god, they just like there's a huge attack. There's so many casualties. What do you think, Steve? And he's like that.
Well, honestly, it's like it sucks. It's so sad that all these people were.
But you're
like,
teasing. You're like, what's so funny,
I
bro?
just can't believe it. I just can't believe all these people are dead.
Or
And then-
your
Okay.
your eyes, you never blink. So like, let's say you're talking to someone you like, you're just.
Bro, that's
I'm
scary.
listening. What?
They're both scary. They're both scary.
I feel like I'd rather grin. No, you know what? I don't know, cause like not
Why are you
blinking.
staring like that though?
Yeah.
I'm showing you an example.
You don't have
what do you want me to do? I can't blink.
No, just normal face.
Can I force myself to blink?
No,
Oh.
you just don't. You just can't blink.
I still have my eyelids though, right?
I can close
Yeah.
my eyes, right? When I sleep.
No, you don't ever need to blink. It
What?
doesn't hurt.
So you want to sleep?
Yeah, your eyes are always open.
Bro, what?
Your eyes like when you're like in bed, you're like did you sleep? I think so. Or
Yeah.
you're
For you, it'd be funny because you snore, so
Yeah.
you'd be like. That's how they know you're sleeping, even though your eyes are
yeah.
open.
Or like you're cheesing all the time, so you're asleep.
Oh, you when you're asleep, you're
Yeah,
cheesing?
you're always cheesing.
You're having a bomb ass dream.
A
Bruh.
glue-
I had a nightmare.
So which one you picking, bro?
Honestly, those are both kind of hilarious. Like, I'm trying to think if there'd ever be a problem with any of them.
Funerals, dates.
Patty with Fatty said he got a question.
Yeah.
All right.
What's your
Patty was
question?
Patty. Wow.
What's your question?
Yeah. What's
bro?
your question right now?
Both shoes.
Okay.
Come on, bro. It's
The
not like we have all
grin,
day.
the grin or the eyes?
What would you choose, Julie?
For the guys, let us know, Patty. What's the question?
Wow.
On
he said-
International Women's Month.
He said, "Fuck women, bro."
It's because
It's because Patty with Fatty. He told me that. Never mind.
He
no.
hates women. He hates women.
I'm not gonna say anything.
So like, what you picking, bro? You're on a date with a beautiful girl, and she's like, yeah,
I did the grin.
you know, like my.
Can I keep my eyes open like this? Like just
No, you're always.
I have to get them
Why?
wide open. You didn't say that. They're
No,
cheating. You're cheating.
All right,
You're
Okay,
cheating.
okay. How about this? You're on a date with a girl. She's like, yeah, like my family, like I was an orphan. I'm paying attention.
No, yeah. I'm paying attention for real. Or would you rather?
She's like,
I was an
"Why-
orphan.
Why are you staring at me so much? Yeah, I was an orphan. Just having you. If you were
Okay.
having a kid, but the doctor is like,
Oh, I heard this. I know what he's gonna
what's
say.
he saying?
He's gonna say if you're having a kid, but they can only save one life, would you save your wife's life or the kid's life? This one I thought about it and it really fucked me up because I was like, I feel like my wife I feel like no matter what I do, it's kind of fucking me up. Like
Yeah.
it's gonna forever haunt me. Because somebody brought up a point of like,
I say my
like,
wife.
yeah, I was gonna say, so it's like your wife is like you found her and you were so lucky to find them and you guys can have another kid. The kid, you're always kind of be a little maybe resentful of him because like he took the mother. And I was like, as fucked up as it is, I feel like I would choose the wife.
Yeah.
But it would fuck me up though.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
same.
I'd always feel like a bad father. I'd be like, I'm not a good dad. Like I didn't like save my kid. Like
Yeah, I feel like if we do have another kid, I'd probably be like a distant like Logan father.
you'd be like in Place Beyond the Pines.
Yeah, I'd be like,
It's like what is it? I think it's Jersey Girl, the one with Ben Affleck, right?
It happens.
It happens. The spoiler alert to anyone who was ever gonna watch it, but she was having her baby and then she died because she gave birth, and then he blames the daughter, so that's why he hates his daughter.
Damn.
In the movie.
Patty, what would you choose? Oh, I feel like wife, but it would fuck me up though.
What if she was resentful that you didn't choose the child?
That would
I'd be
suck.
like, what do you want me to do? Then?
What do you want me to do? I saved your life.
Saved your life.
That's what but that's genuinely what I'd be scared of too.
Oh,
like
if
my
she
wife
doesn't-
be like, you should have chose the kid. Like
No,
I can't believe you did.
If she's like, I chose the kid, then I'd be like a cold Logan guy. Like I wouldn't love.
I'm
again.
telling you, yeah,
I'd be
it
like
would.
This.
Honestly, yeah, it would fuck me up no matter what. But I'd have to choose the wife. I'd have to choose my loma.
Your what?
My loma.
What's that?
Love of my life.
Oh, your lom?
I thought you were saying like some sublime shit, like Ruka.
like Lou Dog. All right, well,
I'd have to
Thanks
say
for the
my-
question, Patrick.
My lom?
My lomo.
See, I could have participated.
Yeah, what would you
For the
pick?
guy.
she said it.
I
She
said
said
wife.
Yeah.
I say my wife.
Oh,
I'd say my
Okay.
wife. If
Happy-
she's like, if she's like, wow, you should have chosen a child, I'd be like, bruh.
bruh, like what?
If I
Like,
said wife
What?
because I never met the kid.
I don't know that kid. For all I
Yeah.
know, I could grow up and I don't like that kid.
Bruh.
I like my wife though.
yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. End the episode, Julian.
End the episode.
End it on that high note.
All right. Bye, YouTube.
See you guys.